Hi guys, welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be doing a video about me talking about my cubing life. So yeah, let's get to it. I have a new camera angle and a new background, whatever you want to call it. So yeah, let's get right to it. So it all started in 2008, 2009, when I got my first Rubik's Cube. It wasn't really that exciting. I didn't know what it was. I didn't know what to do with it, so I didn't really play with it. So, you know, I was like, I don't really like this. I'm just gonna throw it away. Because I didn't know what it was, didn't know what it did. All I knew is that it twisted. I didn't even know what it looked like when it was solved. So, after that, I forgot about Rubik's Cubes for a long time. To be exact, I forgot about Rubik's Cubes for 5 years. And I didn't even remember what it was when I was a kid, because I didn't really know what it was, obviously. And so, I asked for a Rubik's Cube for Christmas, because I saw a red KB. And I was like, oh man, Rubik's Cubes are really cool. And, you know, I got one for Christmas. It was not a Rubik's 2.0. It was actually a cheap dollar store cube. Because they're like $15 for like the Rubik's 2.0s, which weren't even out. Well, yeah, they were out, but, you know, they were like $15, like I said. So they were pretty expensive for a boy like me for asking for Christmas. And so I got a cheap cube. So a dollar store cube for Christmas. And I decided to try to solve it. After trying to solve it, I really had no hope. Because I didn't know what to do. I didn't even know if I was doing the right thing. And it was very aggravating. Could you imagine, like, not being able to eat because you don't even know how to do it? 1 second, my camera's all messed up. Yeah. Okay, here we go. So, yeah, that's the situation I was in. And can you imagine, like I said, can you imagine not being able to know how to eat, but knowing that it's a thing? And so I decided to take it apart and put it back together in the correct form. Back then, the dollar store cubes were super easy to put back together. So I just did that. One day I popped it and I just took it apart, put it back together, solved. So that worked really well. Until I broke it, and it kept falling apart. And so I decided to get a new one. And this was a Rubik's 2.0. $15. And not even as expensive as this. Way long. But, you know, Rubik's brand tends to overcharge for everything. So, I buy it, I get home, I scramble it up, and I solve it. Well, I don't solve it. I try to solve it, and then I try to take it apart. Yeah, you can't take this one apart without throwing it or smashing it with a hammer. So, yeah. And it turned like a piece of crap. It was terrible. And then I went to Noah Richardson on YouTube, and I watched one of his videos on how to solve it. Easiest way, said HD, so you know all about the HD. So I went there and I was like, okay, let's see how to solve this thing. First time I gave him a chance, he failed. Now that I understand what cubing is, he's a lot better. 5x5 tutorial, still a bit iffy though. But whatever. No one actually gets a Rubik's 5x5, except for me, because I got one. But anyway, that's besides the point. So, I tried to solve it by myself, and then the next day I went over back to Noah Richardson, And I was like, oh my gosh, please tell me that I understand it's going to go on this time. And I did. So I started doing the F2L stuff, cross, corners, then the F2L, well, second layer, and then the OLL, then PLL, and then, yeah. I actually was so lucky. I got an OLL skip and a PLL skip. But I did not know that was even supposed to happen, so I had no thought of it. And then things just started to go uphill from there. I got a 2x2, learned how to solve that. Got another 3x3, already knew how to solve that. I got a 4x4, and this is where things got interesting. So first time I solved the 4x4, I was like, oh man, that'd be so cool to solve like a 2x2, just like a giant 2x2. And when I was thinking that, I did not know that you could even turn the middle layers, because I never even watched any videos on YouTube about it, which is where I get all my reliable information, just like everyone else. And I'm like, oh wow, how does this work? And then I started turning it randomly, thinking that I would solve it like either a 2x2 or a 3x3. And then I scrambled it. And I was like, okay, so I solved the white side first. So I used the beginner's method to get the white side. And then I didn't know that you also had to solve the centers and the edges before you could even do anything. And I didn't even know there was parity. So that shows you what I knew about cubing back then. 4x4s at least, because, you know, there wasn't parity on a 3x3 or a 2x2. So, you know, I had no idea. So I looked up a tutorial on that, and guess who else I learned from but Noah Richardson. Noah Richardson. I keep saying Richardson, but whatever. So I learned from him in about 45 minutes, because that's how long the video is. A bit extra, but, you know, it's always good to have extra details. So now I've learned how to solve the 4x4 in 3 days. And now I know how to solve the 4x4 in 5 minutes. And yeah, like I said, things just kept going uphill. I got a, let's see, I'm trying to think. I got another 3x3, I believe. Yeah, I think I got another 3x3. Got another 3x3, and that would be this one, which is the Waylong. It said it was an Alon, but, you know, just as good. And then after that, I got the transparent. No, wait, I missed one. Oh, wow, how do I do that? Before even the Waylong, I had a Pyraminx. I have a Pyraminx. I got a Pyraminx. I learned how to solve that the first day I got it. I was a very quick learner. I saw a tutorial on it, and I was like, wow, I should get one of those. They're pretty easy. And I tried it once. I got the first side, and I just didn't know how to do after that. But it was quite easy. You just need like one algorithm or two to do it. It was really easy. So then I got the Waylong, and then the transparent stickerless one, Alon V2, which was an actual Alon, not this one. And then after that, the final cube I got, which was 2 days ago, I got a 5x5. And I made the terrible mistake of getting the Rubik's 5x5. I was going to get the gear the gear shift. But it was $25 for a 2x2 shape mod. No way. So, yeah, that's where my cubing's life has taken me. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time. Bye.